Hello. In today's video, we are going to look at chat within Gmail. First and foremost, we are going to look at the settings. Second of all, we are going to look at how to update the status. And last but not least, we're going to look at the single status for a chat. So let's start with the settings. For that, we are going to click on Settings, see All Settings, and from there, we are going to go into the Chat and Meet settings. We are going to have four different options. The first one is going to be if we want to have the chat activated. So if yes, we click on the Google Chat. If not, we click on off. Second of all is the chat notification settings. So I'm going to click on manage chat settings. Here I have a couple of things that need to be defined. First and foremost, if I want to be notified when I receive a message. If yes, I have to click on the box. Second of all is if I want to receive a pop-up whenever I receive a new message from a new colleague or an external person. If yes, I simply have to click on the little box. Third of all is the notification, meaning every time I receive a message, there will be a little sound that can be made. From here, I can decide which one I want to have. Fourth of all, I can also define if I want to receive email notifications if I am mentioned or if it's a direct message. If not, I can turn it off. And then the last two are if I want to block people or if I want to block rooms. Then I can also define in the settings where do I want to have the chat position. By default, it will be on the left side. For a visual aspect, I prefer it on the right, hence I have moved it on the right. And then last but not least, for Google Meet, if I want to have Meet visible in the chat or if I want to hide it. As per usual, in the Gmail settings, I need to save my settings. Excellent. Now, second of all, let's look at what happens for the status notifications. Right here, I will have at the top of my Gmail a away. Usually it is based on the activity automatically done for you. It will be in green inactive. If not, you can also select Do Not Disturb. The Do Not Disturb has a set amount of time that you can activate, which will mute the chat notification. It can be for 30, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, or 24 hours. Then, last but not least, you can also set as await. Perfectly enough. Then what you can also do is you can add a different status. So here, as we can see, we already have 4 predefined status. If not, you can also define your own status. For instance, I can write in a call or in a meeting, and then you can clear the status. The difference from the do not disturb to your status is that your status, you can customize it. You already have predefined hours and time that you can define. If not, you can come into the custom and then select for which day your status will no longer be available and at what time. And this is how you will be able to set up your status. There we go. And you can see it automatically updates it for you. Then the third aspect of today's and chat in Gmail is what happens for conversations. So whenever you receive a new conversation, you will have a little pop-up that will appear as currently here. Very important, whenever it is the first time that somebody writes to you, you can either ignore it or accept it. For the sake of the video, we will accept it. Things that we can do whenever we are in a single chat. First and foremost, we can make it bigger and we can open it as full chat. If not, I can come back and exit the full screen. As well, what I can do is I can search in the chat, I can view the members, I can pin it at the top of my list, and here I can turn off the notifications, and I can also turn off the history of the messages. I can hide, delete, or block a person. There are other functionalities that I can do with the plus. Hence, whenever I click the plus, I can send a little emoji, I can attach a file, I can directly go into Google Drive and attach a file from Google Drive. I can also send an invitation for a video meeting, or I can schedule a calendar event with the person with whom I am currently talking. If I want to look for another person, instead of waiting for people to message to us, what I can do is come into the chat, click on the plus, which writes start a chat, and from here I can look for a person, a room, or a bot. So I will look here for a person, and then we will have the pop-up appear, and we can send them a message. And from there, we will wait that this happens until the person answers to us, and then we will have it over here. If I want to, I can also look for bots. If I want, I can click on find a bot, and in here, I will be able to find the different bots that are already available. And last but not least, If I have message requests that I haven't accepted yet, I can come into message requests and see here the messages that I haven't been accepted or ignored by myself. And that is how you use Google Chat in your Gmail and all the different features that are to your disposition. Thank you very much. Have a good day.